Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of New to Weeaboo. This is number 167 from March 4th, 2026. I am Nemesis. I'm joined by Alcatraz.
Hello.
Yeah, a couple big things happened in a few weeks in the world of anime, and a couple of the big things happened in the real world, which are kind of scary, and I don't want to think about them.
Yeah.
But, in the world of anime, announced a new Evangelion series, written by Yoko Taro.
Yep.
Yeah, the Nier Automata guy.
Yeah. That's a
combo.
But that's not unwelcome.
Yeah,
in
but
some
anyway,
ways.
yeah, it's being done by Studio Kara and Cloverworks.
Although at this point, how many times are we going to have a new Evangelion series?
As long as it keeps making money.
But yeah, that's a pretty big one.
That's a pretty big deal. The other thing which I caught my eye, which is what's not quite anime, but it's manga. Shogakukan company. They have a service called Manga One, which is basically, I believe it is a digital manga reading platform. Recently, actually, it started several years ago, they had one of the mangaka was arrested for sexual assault on his underage students because he worked part-time at a school as an art teacher.
Yeah.
So apparently multiple of his students. What he got arrested for just doesn't really cover how horrible what he did was.
Yeah.
So he got fired and everything. But one of the editors at Manga One decided to go ahead and collaborate with him and let him write again under a new name, a pseudonym.
Yeah.
And let him write some more. And then people found out and were very pissed off. Not surprising.
Not surprising.
And particularly other mangaka who were basically like, I'm pulling my manga from Manga One until you resolve this.
Yeah.
Big names, too. And so they've issued an apology. But of course, this corporate thing of it was an oversight.
Yep.
It's like, sure. So, that's pretty horrifying. I'm not getting into the details. They're horrifying.
Yeah.
Of what he did. So, that's awful. But yeah, it's just one of the things that blew up like the night prior to us recording. So that's fun.
Yeah. That's never great.
I guess beyond that, and just I guess more personal, happier things, I've been keeping up with, several this season's shows, including the stuff we watched for the Samply thingy. Although I'm now a little bit behind because apparently, episode 8 is out for a lot of them. And I'm like, oh, whoops, I haven't seen those yet.
I also think the new Madoka movie, I think they gave another release date.
I didn't see
Yeah,
that.
they gave another release date within the last couple days. August 28th, I believe.
Well, let's see if this one actually holds.
Yeah, August 28th is the next one. They just announced a couple days ago.
Right.
See if unless they delay it again.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's another one that just come out.
And so I've been keeping up with Freerin, keeping up with Sentence to Be a Hero, keeping up with Journal of Witch, keeping up with Holy Grail of Eris, and keeping up with Roll Over and Die.
I can barely keep up with my job.
Yeah, the thing, I've kept up with those, and it's kind of interesting. I'm seeing a lot of discourse about Roll Over and Die's animation basically being crap. And I'm watching it, and honestly, it's kind of stiff sometimes, but I'm like, then again, I might also be like, I've seen, Chargeman Ken, so my standards might be really low now.
Yeah, well, a lot of people, and I'm dealing with this at work too, but a lot of people have this there is no gray area. It's either perfection or it's literally the worst thing ever in existence.
So I'm just looking, I'm watching, it's like, yeah, sometimes it's a little stiff, but
yeah.
It seems fine. So I'm not sure why people are acting like it's this garbage.
Because nuance is dead in the internet, and it's either you're 100% for or 0% for. You cannot be there is no middle. There is no.
It's not like Whisper Me a Love Song, which that was that just got worse and worse and worse as it went on. I've been enjoying them all. I still want to watch Cosmic Princess Kaguya, but I was going to sit down and watch it, and then it's 2.5 hours. Never mind, I don't have time. I did not realize it was that long.
There's not enough time.
Especially since I had other stuff to watch, particularly because we are talking about Spy Family Season 2 and the movie, and that's why I didn't have time to watch Kaguya.
Yep, because we're busy going through all that.
I had to watch the movie for this.
The movie, which was almost just almost 2 hours long itself too for the movie here.
Yep.
It's a long movie.
Mm-hmm. It was a theatrical movie.
Yep.
Regardless, yeah. So season 2 picks up where season 1 left off. You remember, you got the Forger family, which it's Lloyd, Anya, and Yor, and well, Lloyd is a spy.
You forgot the dog. How could you forget the dog?
Bond. Yeah, so you got Lloyd is a spy for a country called Westalis, and he's here in Ostania, being a spy. He's trying to stop war, if you remember. Yor is a secretly assassin called the Thorn Princess, and she works for Ostania secretly to kind of take out problem elements. Essentially, Anya has telepathy. She can read minds, and she's also 4 years old, and she often misunderstands things, but also tries to help her parents as much as possible. And of course, Bond is a dog who can see the future. Yeah, so there's various misadventures, and that's pretty much it. It's the weird thing is, again, I'm not sure. I can't remember if we talked about this last 2 times we talked about the show for season 1, but it's kind of a slice of life disguised as an adventure, as a spy thriller thing.
Yeah, it's very much. I think it's leans more in the slice of life. Mm-hmm. It's a slice of life that has the spy adventure as a backing thriller theme. Yeah, spy thriller thing. Yeah, but it's mainly a slice of life.
Yeah, so it's got a very weird thing. That's the thing. It goes very, very wholesome and very heartwarming, and then all of a sudden, oh right, blood everywhere.
Right, one of them's an assassin. The other one has to kill people as a spy every now and then. Mm-hmm. And whenever the Thorn Princess is on screen, there's going to be unimaginable violence.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So a good chunk of the season is basically really short stories, and then that's actually about half the season is this one long arc of them on a cruise, essentially.
Yep.
But yeah, the season opened up with probably one of the funniest things, which is while working as an assassin, Yor gets shot in the butt, and she has to pretend she's fine.
Yep.
But she's not. Because she can't tell them I've been shot in the butt.
Because that would lead to questions.
Like, why did you get shot in the butt?
Yes, but unfortunately, since she seemed a little off, Lloyd decided, well, I'm going to make you feel better by taking you on a date.
Yeah.
Now you have to disguise. And the entire episode is her.
And he's just going, what am I doing wrong?
Exactly.
And Anya's following them with Frankie.
Yeah.
And she even stops an attempted revenge plot on Yor. But of course, Yor drinks poison, but she's pretty much resistant to all of them. So I was like, oh, I just feel better.
Yep, it just made her numb. It made her butt numb so she could sit again. There was some great scenes in that with her just like at the diner. She had to sit.
Yeah,
so she did this floating sit so she didn't actually have to touch the chair.
She did the hover, which that is hard.
It is so... I don't even think it's physically possible to actually hover in the way she did because she had her back perfectly straight up, and I think the balance is just... Your feet don't balance like that.
Well, we didn't see how her legs were sitting, though. If her legs were bent
you'd have to tuck your legs in, but I could have sworn they were at just standard 90s.
I'm not sure. Regardless.
Either way, it's hilarious.
Well, she does things that are physically impossible all the time.
Yes.
Which, again, I brought that up last time with my little theory, which I'm starting to think there might be credence, considering we see her boss. The her boss, the shopkeeper.
Yep.
And he's like some old gardener guy, and yeah, he's he even attacks her to make sure she's not going soft or anything.
Yep.
But then we also find out, because they've talked about it. Frankie talks about it towards Lloyd about the garden, the garden, these secret, and he dismisses it as a bunch of nonsense, which not realizing he's married to one of them, which we were confirming that Yor's one of many. Which also leads. My theory was because Anya was a product of a weird government experiment, so was Bond.
I was about to say
So it doesn't. And considering we know that she was already doing crazy things as a child, as working an assassin, and was also in certainly the song because we see her punch out a boar, or something, as a child when she was taking care of Yuri. It's not out of the question that she's also part of some weird government program to basically make, I guess, super assassins.
Yeah, I would not be
considering. Again,
surprised.
We also see her get hit by a car and just walk it off.
Yep.
She got hit by a car hard enough to leave a dent in the car. And she just walks it off like it's nothing.
Yeah. How much of this is funny for the viewer anime, and how much of this is hinting that there is something else for her?
I mean, considering the other hints we've gotten about stuff.
Yeah, it would absolutely make sense.
It makes sense. To me, it makes sense considering we see her clearly just doing insane things that are not humanly possible. a good chunk of it is stuff like slice of life like that. You got of course the thing with the pastries, which was amazing because it's the kids playing Old Maid because they heard this thing about this pastry supposed to get you a Stella. It's an insane legend about this pastry.
Yeah. It's
basically it improves your intelligence and all that stuff
because it's made by a special chef that only shows up like once
and
a year.
Winds up being one kid gets the last one and they all just kind of glare at him, or the last set. They all glare at him because, well, you owe us. Remember that thing you put us through? And so, yeah, they wound up playing Old Maid, and yeah, at first Anya wins easily, and then of course she freaks out because, is she a mind reader? And then, oh no, they might catch on, so now she has to pretend that, and then it turns out, no, she's playing badly, and the only one who's just as bad as her is Damien, and Damien's gonna win, and then, because she's got a bad poker face.
Yep.
And then he makes, because all you have to do is look at her face. Oh no, all you have to do is look at her face, Damien.
Just look at her.
And now she's sitting there about to
cry.
Starting to cry, and he goes, oh no. And so he intentionally loses because he can't help himself. Stupid tsundere.
Yeah. I love this. Yeah, she eats a thing and she starts doing her work really quickly.
And
it's still not good. But it reminds me of that. I think it was
I think Lloyd noticed, though, she was actually...
that there was actually something like she was getting the correct answers, but her, like, it was a form or something that was off.
Yeah, something was off about it.
Like, her spelling's horrible.
A lot of her spelling was bad, but...
Yeah, right answer, but bad spelling.
But their docking points of spelling.
It reminded me of those... I think it was like a Shen comic or something. It's like...
Oh, God.
What was the exact one? But, like, yes, I can do math really fast now. Gets it wrong. Yes, but it was fast.
Yeah, it was fast.
Incorrect, but fast.
Yep. Well, anyone can be fast at math. They just don't care about getting the correct answer.
But yeah, eventually it gets to the whole cruise thing.
Yeah, the cruise thing, which...
That was the main, I guess, plot line
of the story is season 2, because, yeah, it's... Yor has to protect someone who's on the run because of, crime family stuff and whatnot. Yep. So she has to protect a woman and her child instead of the usual assassins. There's a whole bunch of assassins that are coming after her, so who better to defend against assassins except an assassin?
The best assassin.
So yeah, she's on a cruise. She wound up going on a cruise ship, and then by coincidence, Anya winds up winning tickets to go on the same cruise.
Yep.
So it's like, I guess we're gonna go kind of as a family, but not really, because Yor's going to be doing work. Because the cover story was Yor is entertaining a client for City Hall because potentially might be putting a boutique store in.
Mm-hmm.
So she's entertaining a client, but yeah, she's actually protecting her from assassins. Which apparently there are a bunch of assassins on this boat, and there's also like a central guy who was like sitting there listening with a whole bunch of listening bugs all over the boat and relaying information to them. And it's supposed to be like a split, but of course, as more assassins get knocked off by Yor, well, hey, look, your share gets bigger and bigger.
Yep.
And eventually, as we see, I remember the guy who was doing all the reconnaissance was like, I'm just going to look and get all the money. I'm just going to leave and get all the money myself.
Yeah.
Particularly since this is all falling apart anyway.
Also, he planted bombs around the ship.
Yep. Oop, no evidence.
Yep.
Technically, the job's done, just bigger than expected. But yeah, that was the thing. Was I think this is a time we really got to see Yor shine in particular. Lloyd was just kind of present for the most part. I mean, towards the end, he was disarming the bombs.
Yeah, but that's all he did is disarm. Really, disarm.
For the most part, he was like with Anya, who's trying to get away from him because she's trying to help Mom. And yeah,
leading to this scene with the blade where he.
Yeah, throwing that and just hoping.
I'm gonna save her. I'm throwing. Ding, ding, ding.
And winds up doing so. It goes
but
right into his butt.
It did the job.
He goes, tick, tick, and then lands in the guy's butt.
Well, because it threw it up there, and then they came up and tripped on it.
Yeah, and it lands on his butt.
And then it flung it and stabbed him in the butt. But then also Yor found the blade and was able to use it.
Yeah, but she was like fighting them like crazy. A whole bunch of them, like and her
I guess the boss, the handler or whatnot.
Yeah. The two, were fighting because apparently he's also really good at this sort of thing. And him just like her fighting and he's just behind her, just kind of mopping. You're making a mess, Yor. Oh, sorry about that.
Because, you got to clean everything up to not leave a trace and not make people freak out.
Mm-hmm. Maybe she can get cool stuff like, in the room where it's like, hey, wait, room service. I didn't order room service. Wait a minute. And then her throwing one of her blades right through the door so hard it just bursts right through and stabs the guy into the wall on the other side of the hallway.
Yep.
It's like, oh, okay. Yeah, of course, they also, so, yeah, her fighting all those assassins, of course, this big special assassin is the one, of course, who he has Japanese sandals and has a katana. Gee, I wonder why he's the best assassin.
No bias at all.
No bias.
Yeah.
Like, oh, it's just so funny. It's like they're kind of speed running what you usually see in a lot of anime with like these sort of scenes. It's like these specialized assassins who have these like work with poison or wires or whatever. They try to introduce themselves. Yor kills them and moving on before they even get to finish introducing themselves.
Oh, yep. That whole section was great. Knocking down one by
and there's
one.
that bit. Yeah, we get to see. Yor was kind of sitting there because I'm getting slow. And like, what is that about? And like her, the guy with the katana pretty much has her dead to rights, and like, it looks like this is it. And she's trying to think, why am I even fighting anyway? She's also got hit, blown in the head, so like, she's a little of it.
A little stunned, yeah.
Kind of what? Yeah, kind of literally, what am I? It's kind of a double question, like, why am I fighting for right now? It's like two questions, like, what am I doing right now, actually, and two, what am I doing as a whole?
Yeah, why am I doing what I do? What is my motivation?
And he gets to resolve.
Yep.
When she thinks of her family, including her brother and Anya and Lloyd, and it's just like the guy, and she just grabs the blade, like bleeding, and just snaps it with her hand, and then he goes, "Oh crap!
Oh no,
I'm in danger." So that's the whole thing, and then surprise, there's bombs all over the place, and Lloyd helps disarm them, including one. Eventually, he goes, "Oh crap!" and just grabs one and throws off the ship.
And it happens to land on the
assassin. Well, actually, there's the thing. There's that one assassin who's like, "Yep, I'm out. I'm not dealing with this. I'm out."
Yeah, and ends up running into because the
listening guy. It
runs into them because he's on his boat.
Trying to leave. Like, not only one of us is leaving.
Yep.
Actually, neither of you are leaving
because Lloyd happens to throw the bomb right on top of him.
Yep. And it was the big fireworks show because that was the other thing. It was a really, really visually amazing bit. We had Yor fighting the assassins with the fireworks going off around. It was really visually amazing.
It was. It definitely was.
Say that. And then we get to the cool down afterwards. It was like you get the bit with Becky and her crush on Lloyd, and then also Lloyd and Bond, the fire and the burning building and everything.
There was also the resort scene right after the.
Yeah, there's also that thing. The resort was just kind of hanging out as a family.
Yeah,
at the
they
resort.
get to be a family, and it's great. Yeah,
and having fun. It's kind of one of those things where Lloyd gets that ping. The tint. It's like he gets his feelings.
Yeah,
like familial. It's like he happy. What is this happiness?
I'm not supposed to be happy.
What is this
not
feeling?
Part of the mission.
It's most like, what is this? I don't understand what this is, because that's the thing. Is like Lloyd is like the dumbest smart person alive.
Yeah,
he's incredibly intelligent, but when it comes, he can actually. That's the thing. When it comes to his work, he can read people's emotions really well. He's really good at reading people, except when it's his actual personal life. Like when actually it's him, and not just like the character he's playing. When it's him, completely blind.
Completely blind. Yep.
He doesn't seem to understand that he actually cares about Anya. He seems to actually care about Yor as much as he, pretend it's all for the mission. Like you're kind of taking things a bit far for the mission.
The mission, yes. And it's sort of like what we see in the movie.
Yeah, a little bit. But before we get into the movie, I want to talk about the bit with Becky, just because.
The bit with Becky,
so
yeah,
funny. Just she is convinced has convinced herself because she's like 5 that somehow Lloyd is secretly in love with her because she's got a crush on him, and she try to put the moves on him. He's just confused the entire time. He's like, "What is this kid doing?"
But also sees it as an opportunity because Becky's dad,
Becky Blackwell, Becky's dad is a big deal. So he's like, "Oh, I can get some information of her," and he gets maybe a little bit.
Yeah.
But of course, yeah, she sees yours like, "Oh, the competition." The competition. She's trying so hard, and then she misinterprets, thinking, "Oh, Lloyd's a strong woman," and then tries to prove her strength. Can't even raise the hammer on the little carnival game.
Yeah, you don't prove your strength against Yor. You will lose.
Yeah, there's other thing, which is Yor. Oh yeah, Yor thinks he accidentally gave Becky alcohol. because Becky's acting like she's drunk, and Yor's like, it was just, and Lloyd's like, it's just tea. Because, yeah, she's just like, oh, that's what happens on TV, on my favorite soap operas, act all drunk and tipsy, and the guy will just fall for you instantly, right?
Right.
Yeah, that's not how it works. Especially when he knows that you're not drunk, and you're 5.
You're 5.
And Yor freaks out thinking, because Yor is not exactly great in the kitchen. Think, oh God, I accidentally put alcohol in the tea, and then Lloyd's like, no. And then she just grabs Becky and just books it to the hospital. Yeah. And that's when she got hit by the car
and shrugged it off.
And Becky's like, "What are you?"
Yeah, and then came the scene with the carnival thing, yep. And Becky can't hit that, and then Yor just like,
just kind of
casually destroys the thing.
Because oops, I hit too hard. Because that's the thing she's talking about. She has to hold her strength back.
Yeah. Leading up to the best face. Yeah, ever.
Lloyd just kind of your son confused, and a little scared. And that's also when Becky kind of goes under Yor's wing to learn, I guess, some moves. There's some become stronger for her Lloydie. Never gonna work out, Becky, but whatever.
It's not gonna work, Becky.
You should pay attention to your best friend, I'm saying. Get her away from that doofus Damien. Although we did have a nice bit with Damien and his friends, kind of like, hey, chill.
Yeah.
The teacher's like, they need to chill. He needs to chill a bit. Take him out to the woods and take him fishing and whatnot. He finds it being a big thing, which is nice.
On a boat and whatnot, and they learn, just be a kid.
Yeah, because that's the thing. Damien has not exactly the greatest home life, thanks to his dad.
Yeah, the main target.
He's trying to be, he's trying to, impress his dad and whatnot. I'm trying to earn my dad's love, and my dad doesn't even notice me.
Yep. Common trope, unfortunately, even in real life.
Yeah. Yeah, the movie.
Yeah,
which that's the thing, is it's a movie it's an original for the anime. It's not part of the manga stuff, so it has to be that thing of, it has to be completely its own thing, which can't have any real effect on the main plot line of this anime.
Sort of like My Hero.
But movies. It also is written by the person who writes the manga, so it still maintains the vibe, but it has to be kind of its own. It's that weird thing. You have to have a big adventure that's big enough to justify a movie, but also it cannot have any real effect on the story.
Yep.
They pulled it off, I think.
I think they did.
Because, in the movie, it was Anya Anya is trying to get Estella via a dessert thing. Making dessert for basically one of the judges. He really likes some mere. Yeah, dessert. In particular, he hails from a particular region up north. And so they go there because they have a kind of a unique recipe up there. And so they go up there and on a basically family outing and
ooting.
Yeah, the ooting.
And
going to a restaurant and stuff. And beyond that, on the way, Anya winds up snooping around and looking for a treasure and eats a chocolate accidentally.
Oh, no.
Turns out that chocolate had a microfilm in it, as we find out. And, a member of the military is after it. Snader. Yeah, good luck with that.
I'm not even going to try.
It's a vaguely Germanic name.
Yeah, all these faux Germanic names.
But, he's after it, and it turns out, he eventually discovers Anya has it, and also because they encounter him at the restaurant, he kind of is a jerk and takes the last bit of marinade from them.
He's also really served. Yeah, because apparently he's also really knowledgeable when it comes to... Yes, gourmand.
He's a gourmand, and so he challenges Lloyd. And Lloyd is, figure out what kind of sugar to each dessert, which Lloyd does. But the thing, he goes further and not only picks out the right sugars, but also how much is in each dish.
Which is honestly quite impressive.
Yeah. But regardless, this all gets embroiled in some sense. So the two guys there's two guys who try to kidnap Anya on the train. And they report to their boss there, and eventually they're able to kidnap her again because she's trying to find the ingredient, because they basically get the ingredients to make more marinade because the restaurant offers to make it if they can get the ingredients. And she goes to get the one final ingredient with the cherry liquor. Liqueur. Yeah.
Cherry
but
liqueur.
But when she's out there, unfortunately she gets kidnapped.
Yep.
And she's brought on the airship, and then Lloyd goes to rescue her, and Yor tags along. and they're going to go rescue Anya, who, of course, the problem is she ate that, and well, there's
You have to wait for it to come
you have
out.
to wait to come out, and then afterwards, once you get the microfilm, kill her.
Yep.
And then, okay, just wait for her to use the bathroom, which, of course, upon hearing that, she immediately needs to use the bathroom.
Yep.
But she's trying to hold it in. But then eventually, okay, fine, she's not going to go. Just cut her open.
Yep.
And the guy's like, I don't want to do it. You do it. No, you do it. I'm not going to do it. I'm not.
And then, yeah, Anya runs away. Tries to run away.
Because, after that plane crash, Lloyd crashed the plane into the airship, and causes everything to be able to run away, and she's able to go in peace. But then, they capture her again.
Yeah. But then there's a whole bunch of fight scenes with Yor and Lloyd trying to rescue Anya, including a very special secret soldier, I guess.
Yep. Some weird soldier, some cybernetic soldier guy.
Yeah.
And then, they're able to rescue her and off the airship and save the day and the whole thing there. And also turns out the microphone was actually got embedded, stuck in her teeth.
Yeah, it was stuck in her teeth somehow the whole time.
And they was able to, that was the other thing was there was a big threat of Lloyd was they're gonna cancel Operation Strix or pull Lloyd off of it because
they're gonna change
some guy who's like in with he had a big in with like some big political thing essentially.
Yep.
The politicians stepped in and ruined everything as they do. But then it turns out, oh wait, surprise! Operation Strix is still a go for Lloyd because the guy got caught, which is interesting because I noticed that photo. It was the same girl that Frankie was talking to at one point when
it was
Lloyd talked to him. Because they said a mysterious informant. It's like, I wonder who that was who took that picture. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Frankie was upset because, he thought things were going well with that girl.
Although they left Frankie out in the cold.
Yeah, because they called him.
Yeah, because Lloyd couldn't find the cherry liqueur, so he called him to go and get it and meet him somewhere. But then Anya ran away, and they got distracted by trying to rescue her.
And they got the liqueur anyway, and then
and then it turns out the kitchen exploded, and they had to change the day they did it,
which meant it was a different judge. Which means, hey, the judge likes this pudding from the southern region. You want to go another trip?
And that's where the movie ends.
Go to the beach.
And we go to the beach.
But there is no beach episode. Womp womp.
Womp womp.
Yeah, so the movie is fantastic. Of course, pulling out the stops for like, hey, look, let's go really balls to the wall for a lot of the animation.
Oh, man, Yor's fight with the what did they call that one? Something
Type F.
Type F. That's what it was. The Type F, with all the fire and the burning airship.
Yep, that was really good. And of course, the extended sequence of just one long poop joke.
Yep. What even is a poop god?
Yeah, exactly. It's just this one long poop joke, and it's just a completely different art style, and it's just like a good few minutes long, and just funny.
Yep.
All leading up to her going, Rachel waking up. It's like, oh wait, and then the plane crashing and everything. But yeah, it's just interesting because like it's kind of amazing. Like somehow they're able to do all this adventure without Lloyd or Yor becoming wise as to what's going on with either of them.
That was my feeling. Just like, how are you going to explain this to each other?
I mean, Lloyd just flew a plane, and Yor stowed away.
It's like when the thing's on fire and it's about to crash into the city, and the question is like, we've got to get away from the city, and Yor asks him, "Do you know how to fly this?" His answer was something about used to fly these and like some flight school thing when he was younger, and Anya's just
like, are you kidding me?
That glare.
That's just like that's weak.
Yor being as naive as she is on so many things like that, it just accepts it.
Yeah, and of course Lloyd didn't even see Yor's fight.
Nope.
So he didn't having to explain it. Yeah, the other thing was the airship was crashing, and they were able to maneuver into the water so it didn't hit the town, and all three of them on the wheel.
Yep. Anya's face during that trying to turn the wheel, just a completely wind-blown face all over the place.
And then Anya saying something about chocolate. It's like, what? It's like, weren't they military? And then Anya saying something about chocolate thieves, and then Lloyd just picking that up and going with it.
We'll take
chocolate thieves, very, very bad. They even stole his airship. Wow, it was kind of wild.
Yeah, those chocolate robbers. Yeah, I've heard of them before. They're kind of nuts that they would go this far.
And of course, Yor's like, wow,
because Yor she is so naive and gullible.
Yeah. And then Anya gets a little bit for eating someone else's chocolate.
Mm-hmm.
So, Whoops. Oh well. But it all worked out. Yeah,
Yep.
again, it was great. And yeah, that was the whole thing with it. Yeah, the cool thing about the Type F fight was like her like realizing her usual fighting style isn't going to work because, well, the blades don't really penetrate really.
Yep.
Except, well, then she, it's all burning down, so she starts, just taking strikes at him. He's like, again, that won't work. And it's like, really? Hey. And then you see all these marks all over, these red marks all over him. Because, yeah, earlier Lloyd bought her lipstick. And then she's like, oh, but did you know a good chunk of lipstick is made of oil? Lights her lipstick on fire, and then on the line she do, because she do all these lines, including up to his chest there where all the ammunition was stored, which, again, I don't know how that works, but sure.
Don't
yeah, he had a gun
it.
arm, but he had ammunition stores in his chest. Hey, yeah, did you know ammunition is explosive?
Yeah.
So, that's all lights on fire, and then he heats up, and boom, he kind of explodes.
He went boom.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
That's the thing, because every single person, particularly, like, no one there could well see, they saw Lloyd's face, so particularly the commander there can't have that, so they all have to die.
Yeah.
Which they do. In all the explosions and stuff.
Although he did tell them all to evacuate.
Yeah, well, the commander had to die, though, because he knows. Yeah. There's also the thing with, the Ferris wheel. Lloyd and
well, there was another underrunning plot line where Yor was afraid that Lloyd was cheating.
Yeah. Which is weird considering it was like, well,
it's a pretend marriage.
Yeah, but like if he breaks it off with her, then she's in trouble because that's her whole thing is she thinks she needs to be married so no one thinks she's a spy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because there was that whole thing because everyone was commenting, but then her work friends were like, "Oh, these three things were always a sign."
And just by sheer coincidence.
But she also saw Lloyd and Nightfall talking. And thought it looked like they were kissing, but they weren't.
Nightfall again, and her crush on Lloyd.
Yep. Sure, you're as bad as Becky.
Yeah, except she's an adult. She theoretically has a chance.
Theoretically, yeah, I guess, but
doesn't seem like it though, because
Lloyd is completely blind to any of that.
Of course, she's also very stoic all the time. Of course, that's a bit in the season 2 bit. She was skipping at one point.
Yep.
She got that souvenir from Lloyd, and she starts skipping. And then.
Nope.
It's just so funny just watching someone skipping, but with like just stone face.
Just complete, yeah.
And then of course, since people in the hall just go back to normal walk, and then we go in the corner, back to skipping.
Yeah.
She's just singing in her head.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The thing on the Ferris wheel though in the movie was it's so funny because Yor gets herself some liquid courage, and then the Ferris wheel, and then Lloyd starts being kind of real, kind of talking to her, and she kind of freaks out and just smacks him so hard he goes flying out the Ferris wheel car.
Yep.
Aggressive flirting.
Aggressive flirt. That was
oh my.
Are you flirting? Aggressive flirting? No. No, they're all shy about it.
Yeah. So again, this is still a wonderful anime.
It is. I can find no faults.
Yeah, and honestly, in ways I would say the season 2 here has kind of upped the ante a bit.
I think it did. I really think
it did. And the movie.
Yeah, because they're not really having to establish anything. They can just run with what they've got. Yeah, they've been running quite well with it. It's great.
And yeah, that the cruise ship storyline was amazing in its own right.
It was.
And I think, it was smart to devote like half the season to just that cruise ship thing, including Barnaby.
Oh, and the little bit with the child care lady.
Yep.
Feel bad for her.
Yep. And then also like when she tried to go brag about it, and everyone's like, "Oh yeah," because she forgets everyone there's rich.
Yeah, you're like, yeah, I've been on that one. I was in the biggest suite, and you got stuck on third class or what?
Trying to brag, it just didn't work.
It did not work.
And on top of that, the movie itself is wonderful, and it's just a good time.
Yeah, I said, I can find no real faults.
Watching these three idiots just trying to pretend and somehow by sheer coincidence getting away with it. Lying to each other by sheer coincidence getting able to get away with it.
And Anya just can't not be adorable.
Exactly. It's a fun time.
It was like when she was getting interrogated by the captain. Have you pooped today? And it's like,
I'm cute.
I'm cute. I've never pooped in my life.
So I've never pooped. And then he declares that I'm sorry, I lied.
Yep.
Yeah, so we haven't actually done this for this anime, so
Yeah, because it's been a while.
Yeah, because last time we did it was before we started really formalizing this. But yeah, this was animated by both Cloverworks and Wit Studio. So Cloverworks have done Bunny Girl Senpai, The Promised Neverland, Wonder Egg Priority, which as much as we don't like that,
It looked
really
really
good. Akebi Sailor Uniform and Bocchi the Rock.
Yeah, about to say that studio,
Yeah.
Cloverworks, is very well known.
Wit Studio, they done the early seasons of Attack on Titan, The Ancient Magus Bride, Isekai Suicide Squad / Go-Getters, the music video for Callie, Shika Noko 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 Koishtantan, and the upcoming One Piece remake.
Oh.
The one that's called The One Piece.
Is it real? Apparently that's the thing, is the One Piece real is the phrase.
Yep.
I've never watched or read any of it, and it's too
No
late
intention
now. It's too late
far.
now.
It's too far along. Yeah, and I'm just going to focus on the three main characters. Lloyd Forger is played by Takuya Iguchi, who's played Hachiman Hikigaya in My Teen Romantic Comedy Snafu. Takeo Goda in My Love Story. Yeah, the big guy.
Mm-hmm.
Akihiko Kaji in Given. Dot Barrett in Mashal. And recently, Tsunagu Hidaka in With You, Our Love Will Make It Through. You know, the one with the blue wolf dude or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one.
That one.
He's the blue wolf guy. Your Forger is played by Saori Hayami. And, oh boy. Number one, she's been in a lot of things. Like, if you look, every year she's in like a bajillion anime.
Dang.
Yeah. So, but some notable ones, Yukino Shida in My Teen Romantic Comedy Snafu 2.
It's a big name.
Yeah. Yumeko Jabami in Kakaguri. Yuzuki Shirashi in A Place Further Than the Universe.
Ooh.
That was the she was the child actress.
Right.
This one is funny. Euphrosyne Eustudion in Calamity of the Zombie Girls.
Calamity of the Zombie Girls.
Yeah, just that one. And Yachiyo Runami in Cosmic Princess Kaguya. The one I've been wanting to watch.
Yep.
And Anya Forger is played by Atsumi Tanizaki, who plays Chisei Hattori in The Ancient Magus Bride, the main character. Kyoko Igarashi in Cinderella Girls. Kaina Tsutsumi in My Hero Academia, that's Lady Nagant. Frieren and Frieren.
There's a name.
Yeah. And Hikari Fujiyoshi in Taidaima Okairi, you remember the baby.
Yeah.
I remember, I was like, hey, that baby sounds familiar. Oh, that's just Anya's voice.
Yep.
I just remember that. There you go. Some notables from them. Because, yeah, those are never exhaustive because we'd be here all day.
There's so many
With
characters.
Some of them was like, oh, yeah, they've played like 3 roles ever. And others like, how long do you have?
Yeah.
Generally, again, fun time. Excellent work. Season 2 was fun, fantastic. The movie was fantastic. So it's a good continuation of what was already a good foundation from season 1.
Yeah, if you're not watching, you're missing out.
Yeah, exactly. So that's it for this episode, I guess. If you like what you heard, you can listen to on newtoweeboo.libsyn.com, spelled Labsyn. Search for us there, subscribe, and all that stuff via the RSS feed. Or you can subscribe to us on other services, including Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube, and Amazon Podcasts. Of course, you can contact us via email, newtoweeboo@gmail.com, if you have questions or comments or anime recommendations or whatnot. And of course, you can follow us on our various social media. It's all listed at newtoweeboo.libsyn.com/contact, and it's all listed there. Although the Twitter is still on there, even though we haven't used that in a while. I just left it. I don't know. I should probably remove it. But I'm lazy. Anyway. So that's it for this episode. Tune in next time where we will be talking about, well, Spy Family.
Spy Family again.
Season 3. Because that just came out a little bit ago.
Doing it again.
Yep. Just got to get all caught up.
Yep.
Keep yourself safe. Keep yourself sane. Disable all the AI they try to shove down your throat.
God. Yeah.
I guess. Including, that was the other big thing I forgot. I saw something about some studio popped up in Japan that they're going to try to do foreign dubbing with AI using its original voices, using the voices of the Japanese voice actors, and use that to do dubbing in other languages.
Ew.
And everyone's like, yeah, no,
don't do this.
Yeah, I just got to be mindful. They got to watch for that.
Yep.
It looks like they're going to try to push that down everyone's throat too. So hey, even though we know that, hey, look, AI voice acting kind of sucks.
It does.
So anyway, we'll see you next time.
We will.
Goodbye.
Bye.